Are you looking to build a nice professional looking website like this? Then you have selected the right video. I'll be sharing with you how you can build a website like this in a few simple steps, and the greatest things that you don't need to know any form of coding. So just to get a few things out of the way, you're going to need a hosting provider, which I'll be showing you as well. So we're going to be using HostGator to host our website, and we're going to be using WordPress, which is a content management system, to build our website in a few simple clicks. You'll be amazed that you can do all of this, and the great thing about it is that after building this website, you can then do this, learn this as a skill, and then you can offer it as a service and charge clients even up to $1,000 to build a website like this. This is a great opportunity for you to catch on to. And if you want to add a blog to your website, I'll be showing you exactly how you can do it as well. Now, if you don't want to have a blog as part of your website, then when we get to the blog section, then you can skip it out. It's not really difficult, guys, and guess what? You can do this for less than $50 US. And if you just want to do it for literally like just a month just to get a practice, then you can use, then the cost will be just about $13.20 thereabouts. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Head over to hostgator.com, the link will be in the description below, and select get started. So there are three main hosting packages. You have the Hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. Now for the Hatchling plan is cheaper than the baby plan. However, if you plan to build multiple websites, it's best to go with the baby plan, because the Hatchling plan you'll only be able to build a single website. And my first time when I was doing this, I went ahead with the Hatchling plan, but then I realized that I wanted to create more websites, and the Hatchling plan wasn't sufficient enough. And when I had to upgrade, I had to pay more than if I was to go with the baby plan, because I will be giving you a discount code which you can benefit from. So I highly recommend that you go with the baby plan, right? But if you're sure you want to do a single site, then you go with Hatchling plan. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to go with the Hatchling plan and select buy now. Now you want to identify a unique name that you want for your website. Also, my domain name is free. So you want to scroll down. We don't want any domain privacy for now because we want to the lowest cost possible, so we're going to uncheck this. Now again, it would be good you go for 36 months. I do recommend that because you're going to be getting like a 65% discount with the code I'm giving you. And what happens after a year is that you're going to have to find more money to renew the hosting package, which is going to run you about $100 and maybe $40. And with the discount code, you might be just paying about $40. When I get there, you'll see all of that. Now, your PIN code is very important. I want you to write down this on a piece of paper, and don't forget it, because in the event that you contact customer service, this is the PIN you're going to need. Now, I want you to specify an email address that you're going to be using with your HostGator account. Then specify your password as well, and so you write it down. I don't want you to forget it. Now complete your billing information, and then you can use. Now complete your billing information, and then you select your payment type. You can either use a PayPal or a credit. You can either use a credit card or PayPal. So I'm going to be selecting PayPal for now. In my country, I don't have zip code, so I'm going to specify that. Now we don't want any of these additional options here. With Saver 65, you will be getting a big discount. Now let's look at what it will be without the coupon code. $250. So let's try the Saver again. $97.20. Now if you're going to do like one here, it should be about 40 something dollars. So let's bring it back to 1 year, and it's $46.80. So that's if you're going to do for 1 year, and this is the discount you're getting. So this is what I'm saying: when you're going to renew for the other year, you're going to be paying $125. So this is something that you really have to think about. So if you go with the 3 years, it's like you're technically getting a full year free. So I'm going to check out now. And remember your password, because that is what you're going to need to log into the HostGator portal. So I'm going to complete the payment. Once you have completed your payment successfully and everything is fine, you should be seeing a dashboard like this. In the event the payment didn't go through successfully, you can go to the billing section, go to billing history, and then you can select the respective invoice and make the payment. Then you return back to your dashboard. From the control panel section, you want to select install WordPress because you're going to be building our site right away. So you can keep the site name as my blog for now. Make sure you take note of your admin username as well as your password and your admin address. These are the credentials that you'll be using to administer your website. So scroll down and select install. We're not going to be selecting any theme now. So this may take a few minutes to complete. So the installation has been completed successfully. This is our regular website URL. And this is what our website will look like. We'll soon change this in a few simple steps. And this is the administrative URL, which you'll use your admin username and password to log into this account. This is where you'll configure your website. So we're going to be using the ostracized template to import a complete website, so you don't have to do any coding at all to build your website. So head over to your left and go to the plugin section and select add new. So search Astra, and we are going to be using the starter template here and select install now. Activate. So head back to your left again and go to your appearance section and select starter templates. Scroll down and select build your website now. We're going to be using the Elementor page builder. So I'll be going under the business section and selecting agency. I'll be selecting this template here. You can browse around and select whichever template that you like. Now this is a nice template anyone can work with and modify. Agree and continue. So you don't have to fill out any of this information here. You can just go ahead and submit and build your site. So this may take a little while for the installation to complete. Now let's view our website. And just to validate, this is our URL, kyletw.com. And this is pretty much how you would build your website. Now, changing the information on the page is relatively easy. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. There are multiple ways to do it. So I'm just going to select edit page from here. Close. And we want to edit with Elementor. You can change the name to anything you want. So let me just keep it as digital marketing agency. So let me delete the rest of this And you can pretty much edit any other information that you want on the page. You can edit the information here. If you want to go on to contact us and edit the information, you can do it as well. You can edit all of that. Now we are going to go to the main part that we want. We want the section of our website that has the blog. So the next thing we're going to do is add a blog page for posting our blog. So let's exit and exit the dashboard. Select on the WordPress icon here. So let's take a look at our website real quick. We're going to need our blog page to have a similar theme and format like this one here. So what we're going to do now is duplicate one of our existing page. So let's look at the contact page as well. So we're just going to duplicate one of these pages and then add the blog elements to it. So we're going to need a plugin. So head over to the plugin section again, add new. And then just search for duplicate. So I'll be installing this duplicate page and post. Install now. Activate. Now let's go back to our pages. We're going to be duplicating the contact page. Select and then select duplicate. So let's rename this contact page by selecting quick edit and calling it blog. Update. Now let's do a preview and see what it looks like. If you notice, it does not look like our original contact page. So let's edit with Elementor. Now you're getting the nice preview that you're used to before. Now select publish. Let's take a look. So now we're getting that nice professional look that we wanted like before. So now we're just going to edit this page and remove this section. Edit. Edit with Elementor. Now let's remove these two columns. We don't want this section either, so let's delete this. And we don't want this one here, so let's delete it as well. Now let's update. So the update is complete, so let's go to our website, and our blog is blog-2. And remove the T, that's a typo. Now we see we have a nice little template that can host our blog post. So let's go back to our Elementor editor. Now it's time for us to add the grid post that will show our blogs. Now we're going to need the grid post widget, but if we search for it, we're not going to find it in the free option. So what we need to do now is install the essential add-ons plugin for Elementor. So let's exit to our dashboard, and by now you're supposed to get a gist of how to add plugins, and majority of the things that you would like to do, you can use a plugin to get them done. So click the WordPress icon, just navigate down to plugins, add new, search for a plugin and search essential. So here it comes up at the top, essential add-ons for Elementor. So let's install that. Activate. Now let's enable the advanced option. Select next. Select next. Select next. Select next. select next, and no thanks for now. So if we go over to the elements section, you'll see where we have a bunch of other elements that we can use to create our website or add to enhance our website pages. And this is the one that we'll be utilizing for our website. So let's go back to pages, edit with Elementor. Now if we search blog, we should be seeing the grid post for our blogs. So we just want to drag this onto our page, and now you get the idea of what's going on. This is a nice little preview the blogs that is already on our website. So you should be just seeing hello world. I'm seeing two because I did duplicate this some time ago. Now I want to change contact. Now let's update and let's view our website. And we're using the blog too. So this is what the website would look like with your blog post. So let's go back to our editing section, and you can add multiple grid posts to a page if you want. So for example, if you have blogs in different categories, like say recent posts, you have like say travel, just giving you an example, then you have workout, then you can add a different blog for each section and then customize it to show that category of blog post. So let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So once you click on the grid post section, you will see the source, right? So once you click on the grid source section, you will see the source as post. What you're interested in is the categories. So currently we don't have any categories on our website now, hence we are not seeing any categories to choose from, but that is how you choose it. And if you only want to show 4 blog posts per grid, then you will specify this. So if I'm going to say 1, then you will only see 1 show here. So I'm going to put it back to 4, select update. Let's exit back to our dashboard. Click on the WordPress icon to exit. Now we're going to be modifying one of our posts for us to have a nice little professional look on our web page. Select edit. So we're going to be adding a nice little featured image. You can upload images from your laptop by selecting upload files and select the files that you want to upload. So I'm just going to go to media library and select one of these pictures here. Ensure that you always have an alt text. And also ensure that you have a caption and a description, because these are important for optimizing your blog. So select set featured image. So if we want the featured image to be shown on our post, we have to select show featured image in the post section. Let's update and refresh our page. So this is what it would look like. Now for these, we have to customize our blog post again to reduce the amount of information we want to see here. So let's go back to our blog page to edit the grid section to display the information that we want on our page. So let's exit, go to pages, using blog 2, edit with Elementor, and then we're going to be selecting the grid post here. Now this is the query section that will show what post you want, the order and the date. So we went over that briefly before. Now it's time to go on the layout section. Now the layout section will give us the option to hide and show certain things on our post. So let's say hide title, and you'll see that the title of our blog post is gone. So we can also enable it again, and we can also reduce the size of the title that we want to show. So let's keep it to about H4. that should be a little bit more smaller. If you want the creator information to stay, you can let it stay, or you can hide it as well. So you can just hide or show author name, show avatar or hide it, and you can show date of post. So let's say we just want to show avatar and author name, so let's enable that. And then the read more button will just take them to the blog, so that is essential for your blog post. Another important thing we want to enable is the show load more, because in the event that we have hundreds of blogs or all of our blogs not will be able to fit on one page, so we want to ensure that the users can navigate our blog to view additional blog posts. So you get an idea of how to modify your blog post to get it to have the nice look how you want. So I'm just going to be removing the show author name and the show avatar. So this is pretty much all I would need for my blog post. So let's say update, and if we go back to our website and refresh, we should be getting a nice little preview of our blog here. Now, our next thing we want to look at is the styles option. From the styles, you can modify a lot of things. You can modify the thumbnail style, when you hover over the card, how it look, or the read more button looks, and you see the various options. But let's take a look at the card style for now. So let's say we want to change this to slide up. You get the different preview. So let's say fade in, and when you hover over it, it gives you that little nice animation effect. So update, and we're going to create some additional blog posts now. So let's exit and go to dashboard, select WordPress, go to posts, select hello world, and then we're going to be just duplicating this post several times. So let's rename it and say blog 3. Let's duplicate again. So I have went ahead and created a couple of blogs, add images to them and publish them. So let's refresh our website. And you can see all our blog posts showing. Now, to get rid of these, and even to get rid of these spaces, all you have to do is ensure that all the image sizes are the same, just like this here. Now, the next thing you want to do, if you want to get rid of this space and the color, you have to right click and then edit the section. So let's change the background color. So select style, and this is where you change the background color from. So that's pretty much how you change the background color to any color that you want. So I'll be just keeping it to this shade of gray here. Now, in order to change the spacing at the top here, all we need to do is just go to advanced and adjust the margin. So let's say 0, padding, let's put back the margin about 10 and reduce the padding to about 10. So that will remove some of the spacing from the top. Let's update, and that's it. Everything is nicely aligned now. So if you notice, we can't navigate to our blog from the menu, so we're going to fix that right now. So we can go from here we can go customize. So we're going to add our blog link to the menu title. So select menus, select navigation menu, add item. We're going to be selecting, I think it's the Elementary blog page. Now you should be seeing the blog title on our website, so click publish. The reason why you're seeing two blog is because I had two blog pages there, so let's validate this is the right one. Open link in new tab, and that's pretty much it. So the next thing we need to do is configure backups for our blog. So let's head over back to WordPress. So we're going to need a plugin for that. Let's add new plugin, select add new, and we're going to search for Updraft. Install the plugin. You want to ensure that you have a backup just in the event that you lose your website or you make some changes that you can't recover from. So once you have your backup, you can restore your database to a state where you did the backup. So before you make any major changes to your website, ensure you run a backup. So let's activate. So press here to start. So let's go to settings. Let's go to settings. So we want to schedule a backup weekly or monthly. You can decide whenever you want. So let's say monthly. We want to keep at least 12 backups, a backup per month, and we want to schedule the same thing for the database backup. So 12 backups as well. And these are the different locations that you can send your backup to. So let's say Google Drive, and then sign in with Google Drive. It's going to ask you to leave to Google, and then you can select a Google account of your choice, and then you can log in with your Google account, and then what it's going to do is going to create a Updraft folder on your backup drive, and then it will automatically back up files to that folder, and it will send you an email when the process is completed. So that's it for now, guys. If you want to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.